between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's an 89.
And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
So now after the opening kickoff is brought back, the offense is going to take the field for the first time, but it'll be for a 2-point convert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hurts.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
This defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A first down throw for Prescott. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds his tight end Goddard
That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
But first down, Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Back to throw again.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Eagles 9, Cowboys 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
After one, our score 9-6. Prescott looks to throw on first. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the sideline. And wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 1 now. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Prescott from his end zone on 3rd.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught at the 2.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
keeping it himself from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8.
19 tight.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Open man is Noah Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 17, Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hurts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass.
Execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26.
Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, 74 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
18 ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott from the gun. Swinging this out for Pollard. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they're touching.
And he is going to lose yardage here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts a handoff to Sanders to about the 40-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
19 tight.
Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they coughed it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 30, Cowboys 20. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here's Dak.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got a man complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And my goodness, another interception.
Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to